We would like to take this opportunity to recognize the validity of the protests going on throughout the United States and the world, advocating for greater equality and justice for all people at risk. We want to affirm that love is love, that Black Lives Matter, and trans rights are human rights. If I might, I will leave you with a poem. Something is terribly wrong if the pain, sorrow, and outrage of a people makes you more uncomfortable than murder itself. By Rupi Kaur. And now, on with the show. Warning. Fortune and Strife features subjects which can be uncomfortable for a general audience, such as the use of drugs and alcohol, poor treatment of people of different classes or cultures, adult situations, psychological trauma, and violence. Listener discretion advised. Welcome to Fortune and Strife. I'm Robert, or Bayushi Shinichi, and I'll be your host and narrator.
I am Jeanne, and I am playing Doji Gen.
I am Tyler, and I am playing Akoto Richi.
I'm Tiff, and I'm playing Kuni Yui.
I'm Paul, and I'm playing Shishiro Bisho.
As we've learned, never let villains mwahaha. Yui throat punches Seiji.
Silencing him mid laugh, just gurgling, crunching noise from his throat as he kind of grasps at that and is now silenced. All right, moving on. Ryuji is inside the house with his daughter Mariko in his arms, standing next to Doji Gen.
Doji Gen scribbles a quick note and in her folio and passes it over to Sueno. Sueno, here. I need you to stand back out of the fight, stay to the shadows, and if it looks like this is going to turn out badly, I need you to take Oakenheart, and I need you to ride with this information to Kakita Yoshi.
I can't leave you again, and her hand just takes the folio from you, but her hand rests momentarily on yours, kind of giving you a small squeeze of kind of desperation, thinking that she might lose you.
Please.
Of course.
Just
of course, Gensama.
Keep yourself safe.
I'll try. And she kind of chokes back emotion there. All right. And Richi.
Richi takes a Sawagon, puts him down gently onto the floor as much as he can, so that not to exacerbate any of the wounds, and looks up and sees the maid still inside the household, still looking with malice intent. And Richi just rests his hand on his sword within his saya, ready to strike out at her.
The maid has just recently put herself out. Her clothes are still singed from the fire that she received from striking Kuniyui. And yes, at this point, she's kind of frantically looking for a way out at the coals in the hearth, at the tea set next to her, and glancing back towards the rear of the house where her companion has run into a back bedroom. And then on the outside, we pan to see Bisho, now in the form of a fox with four tails, magnificently perched upon a rock in the Zen garden.
Also, they're probably silhouette too, so they're not just a fox. They're a freaking huge fox. They shine in the moonlight as they chose their form to be white with their four tails, and they have the what is it called? The red markings on their face to signify that they are a messenger, maybe. And they stare at the figures in the woods.
All right, you are now close enough to really make them out a bit more. They are difficult to see, especially the ones on the to the right of you. Those ones really kind of just meld right into the shadows of darkness and in the bamboo grove. The ones to your left are a little easier to make out. They have heavier clothing, and with your keen sense of smell and this new form, you smell what seems like burning coals inside bamboo tubes.
Ew, that doesn't sound good. But Bisho is going to say, "Fools, turn back. This is out of your hands now."
All right, and what do we want to do there? Does that sound like a command check to me?
Yeah, it sounds like a command. I think I'm trying to frighten them a little. Messenger of some kami there. Yep. Telling them to turn back.
All right. So yeah, that sounds It could be a Earth command. It could be a to kind of just reassert the power of the heavens upon them to impart that kind of wisdom. You can go with possibly fire to incite fear. I'm not sure exactly how you're going with that, but it is definitely a command check. Definitely not a water approach or an air.
I think fire is a good approach here, and yeah, command. I think I got some in command. So,
all right, and then I will give you a void point to do this blind.
Okay, cool. And I don't have a void point at the moment, so
there you go.
Yeah. Oh, so quick question: if you give me a void point, can I automatically spend it, or I spend it after?
You have not made the check yet, so you can spend it. You receive the void point as soon as I tell you that the TN is unknown.
Yep, I am going to take that then. And I am rolling 1 white, 4 black. My keep is 4. Here we go. Not too bad.
No, not too shabby at all. You got 2 exploding successes with strife, success clean, and then an opportunity clean and an opportunity strife.
Well, I'm going, since I can keep 4, I'm almost at that composure limit, so I'm going to keep the exploding. Well, actually, I'm 1 below. I'm 7 of 8. So, I can go over if I choose to, right?
Yes, you can go over in the check, but any future checks will tell you cannot keep a dice that show strife.
Cool. And I think this one's important enough to get myself over that. So, I'm going to keep the explosion with both the explosions with strife, the opportunity, and the straight up success. And then I am going to add those explosive success. So a white and a black. So, this is even better. So I got explosive success with strife, a success, an opportunity, an straight up success, explosive success with strife, and another opportunity. That sounds
with 4 successes, 2 opportunity, 2 strife.
Yep.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
All right. And that is success.
Cool. And since we are in a conflict, does the strife count as extra successes?
Yes, it does.
So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes then, 2 strife, 2 opportunity. And I would like to use the opportunities to add more strife to...
there seems to be the 3 to your right, which are the harder to see, the 3 to the left that are in the bulkier clothing and has smell of coals, and then there's 1 in the middle who seems to be kind of the one coordinating everything.
Oh, definitely the strife on the one
coordinating.
Yeah, coordinating.
That's
actually, let me double check here. I think I can actually do something since this was a
fire social check, so I believe that your fanning the flames will come into play here.
Yeah, because I can actually use those two success not successes, opportunities. Let me double check here. Because I think I have 2 options. I can either do fanning the flames or dazzling performance. Not dazzling performance then. Ooh, I could just enrage him right away. I don't know if I want to do that though. I
mean, it probably would mess up some of his attempts to coordinate things, but yeah, that would be tricksy.
But I am all about being the tricksy though. So yeah, I think I'm going to take both of those opportunities and just put it on main dude and enrage him.
Sounds good. All right. So the ninja boss has been enraged. All right. So yeah, he now just kind of starts screaming at his companions to get moving. What's this delay? Don't dawdle. And many of them are just, but it's a divine messenger. What are we to do? They are stunned and shocked, and their leader is now enraged and is now berating them instead of directing any type of attack towards you all at the moment.
Excellent.
All right. Yeah. So that brings us back to the top of the initiative, where the ninjas are in disarray and the ninja boss is now kind of slapping and berating some of his underlings to get going, do what you're told, do what we must. We will not fail. And the others are still trying to get over the shock and awe of seeing this amazing, majestic kitsune in full glory on this rock in the moonlight. And they are unfortunately trying to gather their wits and coordinate for a new attack. So that's nothing that's going to happen for them this turn. Yui, it moves to you.
Okay. So I think that Yui would probably need to unmask again, but she has no idea how many dudes are down there in the woods, and she hears Bisho trying to, dissuade a number of people at least. So I think she would probably, since she's already still by Seiji over here, he's silenced. So, yes, definitely, because she doesn't know how many dudes are down there, and because she's so stressed out and because she's so upset about what's happening, I think definitely her fear of death would come into play here.
Okay. Yeah, so you are now realizing that this is now an overwhelming situation, and it's not just you against a bodyguard, but he has reinforcements, and they are here with definitely murderous intent. So yes, the fear starts to creep into you, and unfortunately, yes, you are compromised because of that.
Yes, so now I feel very much as though she would unmask. So I think she's going to try to basically grab Seiji and put him in like a headlock as though she's holding him hostage, and just start yelling at whatever it is in the woods, saying something like, "I've got your boss here. Don't come any closer. There's no reason to continue this. You aren't getting paid if he dies, right?" Which is a bit out of character.
Excellent. So you go ahead. Yeah. You move in and take Seiji into a lock there, and that sounds to me like a possibly a courtesy fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can try it as a courtesy.
Yeah.
Is that affected by doing that with an unmasking? Is there any dishonor or unglorious acts here?
I think in this case, there would be from this unmasking. No, not so much. I'm thinking that it's possibly going to be a slightly higher difficulty because it's undercut by your own fear and stammering. But I don't necessarily think in this particular case that anyone is holding any great dishonor from you. I don't think you're necessarily showing fear at this time. No, not just you've taken someone hostage, but I don't think you've shown fear. You haven't run away yet. If you had kind of fallen back, your crab shame would kick in, and that would be real bad.
I believe I don't have any skill in courtesy, so I'll be rolling just the 4 black dice here.
Okay.
So let's see how it goes.
Still not a terrible roll.
I can take strife again too.
You are. You have
boil back
0?
up. So I think then I'll leave one of the dice on the table and just take the success, the exploding with exploding with strife, the opportunity and strife.
Okay.
Because I can use that to cancel itself. Let us add. All right. So
and you do not need to keep that opportunity with strife that you just got off the explosion if you do not like to.
I definitely will, because actually, did you give me a TN for this?
Oh, sorry. TN is 3.
So I did actually need that other one.
You're right. I did not tell you. I'm sorry about that. So how about this? Gain a void point, and consider you were doing it blind.
All right. That seems okay. I will then have 2 successes, and if that works, I will still keep all 3, just in case those 3 strife will count for bonus successes, and I'll just use those opportunities to cancel 2 of those strife.
Got it. So you have a net of 1 strife, so you go from 9 to 0 to 1. And yes, unfortunately, your threats kind of fall on deaf ears as they are mostly concerned with Bisho and their boss kind of berating and assaulting them at this point. All right, moving on from Yui, we go to the Maids. And the one closest to you all, she sees you kind of rest your hand on your blade, and she just immediately bolts for the back of the house. So she needs a TN of 2, and she does not. She'll keep the opportunity to... God, what can you do with one opportunity here with hair stance? Yeah, you know what? She's going to add a kept die showing opportunity to her next martial skill roll. And that's it for that one. You do get to move one extra band even if you fail that roll. So she is now at, I would say, range 3 from Ricci. And the other maid starts kind of kicking over things in the other room. It sounds like she's trying to break out the back of the house. And at this point, yes, we have an enraged ninja boss who is going to close with Bisho. So he closes on to you with the Kasuragama. All right, not a bad roll here. So he's going to keep 3 of these.
Not a bad roll for you.
Yeah, right. And so he will keep 2 exploding success with Strife, 1 exploding success raw. So that's going to be 3 extra dice that he rolls.
Oof.
All right. So in the end, that winds up with 3 success, 2 opportunity, 2 strife. And yeah, that is going to be 3 damage. And then the deadliness 3 crit is coming your way.
And I get to resist that, right?
You certainly do.
Okay.
You resist that with a fitness test in the ring that you are in.
And so that is a fitness test, and it is going to be...
It is TN1.
Yep, TN1. And what do the extra successes do again? I'm a little foggy on this.
That's all right. So extra successes reduce the severity of the crit. I forget if it's 1 for 1 or 2 for 1. Let me pull that up again.
Yep, and I will roll my dice.
Here we go.
And I have no fitness. So it's just...
So it's a TN1 fitness test. If the character succeeds, they reduce the severity by 1 plus their bonus successes. So it's 1 for 1.
All right. Cool. I will keep the success and the success with exploding success with strife, and then I will see what the explosion gets me. So perhaps I can just I just take it down by 2. So it's
so it goes from 3 to 1, which is a close call. If the character is wearing armor, the armor gains the damage quality. You are not wearing armor at this time, being in your fox form. So it's just a close call. He just whisks past you, and you maybe lose a little bit off of one whisker or a bit of hair there. But yes, you wind up with just a close call crit. No harm. No lasting harm is done.
Nice.
One of the nice things about being in an animal form at that point.
Actually, we forgot one thing. That strife would have been another success.
Oh, that's right. You're on fire, so it still brings it still to 0, which is the same thing. Close call.
Yep.
Cool. But still, that's good to know that yes, being in fire stance is actually pretty good for those fitness tests to resist crits.
Wonderful. I like not dying.
Yeah, always good. All right. He actually suffered the enraged condition, correct?
Yes, he did.
So that actually would have raised his crit by 2 from 3 to 5, but you still reduced it by a total of 3.
3, yeah.
So that makes it a 2, which is still a close call. So hey, even with the mess up there, everything still worked out the same.
It's probably just a bigger swoosh and more whiskers.
That time, definitely more whiskers than I described the first time. But then he kind of melds back into the bamboo and starts swinging the chain, ready to come at you with a range attack next turn. All right, the ninja in the back see the boss getting up to this, and he hasn't had a chance to do a rally action on them yet. So I think they are still going to hold back and let off a volley of sling bolts at you again. All right, so that is going to be 3 ring and 3 skill. against TN3, and they can hit that. So that'll be 3 more fatigue. So that's going to put you at 9, I think, total. And they get an opportunity, which they will use to add opportunity to their next roll. All right, that is the ninja. The other ones on the far side are aren't able to see you at the moment in the obscuring terrain, and they are still wary of everything going on. So that takes us to Yui. You're at 9. The ninjas seem to definitely not be encroaching on your position, and they are staying kind of in the shadows of the bamboo grove. They haven't advanced any closer. You can't really make out what they're saying, but they definitely haven't come to just overrun you yet, which is, it's saying something.
Oh, can I see more of what's going on, or is it still just as dark and the shadows just haven't come closer?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are like I said, they're in a bamboo grove. Many of them are wearing black clothing, which just obscures them even more. So at this range, it's all incoherent to you.
Yeah, so as no shadows come closer to her and nothing really actually seems to be approaching her, and now as her crane friend has also joined her outside, Yui, when Yui sees Doji Gen, she sort of snaps back to her usual self and just lets go of Seiji again, just dropping him unceremoniously to the ground. And she turns with, you can see half of her face makeup is just completely smudged into a chaotic mess. She says, "Gen-san, is everyone inside still okay?"
Yes, but the fight is coming. I am sure.
Okay. Is everyone... What should I prepare for?
We'll see when we get there.
Okay. So then I think we will just ready a strike in case anyone happens to come within range. It probably won't happen, but she's ready now.
But now she's ready to join the fight. Now she has some backup with her. All right. So that takes us to from 9 to 6, which is the Maids. Like I said, one has given up her blade, and the other one is still kind of teetering on the edge of what to do. She's ready to. Yeah, she's going to make a ready to action to strike you if you try to enter the room, and she's still trying to figure out a way out this window, but she can't do it at the same time we're trying to hold you off. So yeah, she kind of feels that she's in a bit of a stalemate at this point. And just ready's in action to strike at you, Ricci, and that brings us to your initiative.
So the blade's still in front of me, holding it in both hands. I say to the maid that's kind of wavering, it's like, your life has already been forfeit. However, you can still recover the honor lost to you. Do not make this any worse for you in the upcoming lifetime. Just lay down your arms, and we'll go from there. And that way, I'm actually switching over to more of a void stance, trying to go more enlightenment on this one.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
They're pretty much done. So I want them to realize that.
So that sounds like a void command.
Still 2 skill dice because I have 2 void, as I just upped it from the last session.
There you go. All right. And
command of 3.
Command of 3. All right. And the TN is 3.
Okay. In which case, I will take both of the exploding successes. One of them has strife. I will ignore that strife because I'm in void stance.
There you go. That'll help you from going to your limit.
So we're keeping those. And then I'll take the exploding success and the strife again that I ignore, and the opportunity. So that'll be the 3 successes that I need. For the opportunity,
Are you going to explode the other success or not?
Oh yeah, actually I can explode that.
Yep.
So let's explode that, shall we? Hey, that'll be a second opportunity.
So in the end, 3 success, 2 opportunity, 2 strife.
Okay. You know what?
But
Let's
that's
go.
no strife because of void. Yeah.
There's no strife because of void. But let's go something a little interesting on this one. And I apologize to you as the GM already because I'm about to do the thing that GMs hate.
Oh, yes. You learn something about yourself or the universe, correct?
Yes.
Ricci, to spend the 2 opportunities you had there for your void check, I think when you're kind of telling these women that their lives are forfeit and that, you've already broken the Emperor's justice kind of thing, the voice of your sensei comes back to your mind again, that no life is forfeit. There's no life that is worth giving up on and not saving, even those of criminals and ne'er-do-wells. And his words just kind of just sting you after you gave this order that you're pretty much like, no, you're going to die. You can just decide how quickly or lingering it will be. And those words just kind of come back and fill your mind that no life is forfeit.
At which point I'll kind of back to the moment. After saying those words, I'll go back and say, yes, we're all dying and we all die eventually. But there is always a chance for redemption. Lay down your blades and we will discuss things through.
And at that point, she does lower her. Yeah.
I would say, you have my word that you will not be harmed until properly judged.
There we go. And at that, she most definitely not just lowers her weapon, but goes ahead and casts it down onto the tummy mats below. And the 2 ninja maids in that room surrender to Akoto Ricci. All right. That moves us over to Bisho.
Okay. Let's try that casting stuff more because that's always fun. So this time, instead of rolling 3 black, I roll a black, but I still get the 2 white. And I have that black opportunity and black explosive success with strife in the wings. Ooh. Do I want to gamble? I think I will gamble.
All right.
And I will see if I can actually get my explosive success to get another success. So
sounds good. Go for it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to keep from this roll, since I do have a keep, I'm going to keep the success with strife and add my other 2, because I think that's how it works, right?
Yep, that's exactly how it works.
Okay. I'm going to add a black here. And it comes a blank.
Oh, no. Yeah, that is rough.
So, what happens if I just don't succeed? Nothing?
I think that nothing happens at this point. I think that your spell will it fails to go off. I mean, I suppose you could still know. I mean, you've kept dice. What stage does one decide to channel? Let me check that out here. I'm not sure.
Here's the question: Do I need to succeed to actually use the fire opportunity from there?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. Let's take a look at the spell.
Then you can always channel another turn.
That's true.
Let's see here. Matsu's battle cry. There is no opportunities on this one. It is an action, so it's either succeed or not succeed.
Okay. Should I channel again?
You can. I think. Let me see. That's true because you attempted to do it for it, but there is still the fire ones on page 191 for invocations. Let's see. You can treat the maximum range as 1 higher. If this technique has a target characters, you can increase the targets.
I do have
reduce the TN of your next action by 1.
I do have 2 opportunities.
You do,
and 1 target per blip spent this way must resist a TN3 fitness check or suffer the burning condition.
That is true. You could just light one of them on fire.
You know what? I am certainly going to do that.
Okay.
And it's any 3. Well, I guess I was originally attacking 3 of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll keep within the spirit and just target one of those guys instead of switching it up.
Well, how many opportunities do you have?
I can keep the opportunity.
Because if you keep 3, you can add an extra target to the spell.
You know what? Yeah, I will do that. Definitely, I will keep the 3 because I already have one. So sure, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to give
To
them
ignite the ninja boss.
Yep.
All right, so this is a TN3 fitness test or 4 air. So he's in air, so that's going to be rough.
I'm going to do something to these guys that will scare them. That's my main goal.
Oh yeah, he's not going to be able to hit that TN4. So yeah, no, he bursts into flames. That is the old rule: ninjas can't catch you if you're on fire. They also can't catch you if they are on fire. So that'll add
Plus,
the
if they're
burning
on
condition.
fire, they're easier to see.
That is true. They are much easier to see.
That was part of my plan. Was even if I got the 3 strife, I was going to be like, no, just start setting this place on fire. So yeah, I'm going to help you guys. Help you guys one way or another. Can I still move?
You can still move.
I think I'm going to move away because I'm of 9 of 10 of my
of your endurance.
Of my endurance. So I'm gonna move away, as far back as I can toward the Zen thing.
All right.
But hey, guys, you have a target now. You can see.
Yeah, now that he is burning, when a burning character performs an action, that character suffers 3 strife and 3 physical damage that ignores their resistance. The severity of their critical strike caused by this damage is 5. So, ouch. Oh, you know what? Something that we weren't taking into account there, Bisho, is that, I guess you're not wearing armor because you shape changed.
No, I'm technically not wearing armor.
That is true. All right, fair enough. I was like, we weren't putting anything for your clothing on there, but at the same time, you are also an unclothed fox. All right. So, that guy's on fire. That's rough. All right, next up on the initiative would be Gen.
I take my bow and peer out into the darkness, hoping to find something to see.
Yeah, normally I would say you can't see anyone at this range, but because one of them is just lit up in flames, that one is, you can shoot at that one this turn. If you go into water stance, that'll allow you to ready your bow and make a shot.
Okay, I shall attempt a shot.
There you go. All right, so it's going to be at range 4, which I think is the range of a bow.
Okay.
And the TN to strike him is... Yes, the TN to strike is 5.
5?
Yes, because he is in obscuring terrain and with stealth clothing, although he is on fire. I think that might negate the stealth clothing bonus. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. The TN is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? It kind of defeats stealth clothing if it's on fire.
That's good. At least it's something.
Yep.
All right. I will roll. I will attempt to roll. It can't hurt anyway. I will keep an exploding success, an opportunity, and another exploding success with strife. Hold on. Keep 1, 2, and 4.
Yep. Just drop the blank, and then you'll add 2 exploding dice. And you get a success and another exploding success with strife.
Okay, so I will go ahead. I can keep that. Add ring. Okay, so I think that I have lots of successes now. I ended up with a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Some of them off of 6. And 1 opportunity and a total of 3 strife. I will spend my opportunity since I am on water stance to negate 2 of my outstanding strife. So I end up only taking 1 additional strife. And then the rest use to strike this ninja with my arrow.
All right. And the damage on the arrow is?
Damage, this is a normal arrow, I guess, is 5 with deadliness of 3. We're just going for damage. Range is 2 through 5, so this should be fine. So that does 5
base, and you got 2 bonus successes, so that's 7 damage, 7 fatigue. So yeah, the arrow goes whizzing past them and thuds into a stalk of bamboo next to him and just splits it in half and continues going somewhere off into the rest of the grove. and makes him take pause because that could have been his head. All right.
So he did not take any fatigue.
No,
from that,
he takes 7 fatigue. So normally in this setting, any type of dodge or block is fatigue. The lasting damage is actually a crit. So at this point, it's just 7 fatigue for him dodging the arrow and realizing that, oh crap, that was almost my life right there. All right. So that moves us on back up to the top with the ninja boss and the rest of the ninja. The ninja boss kind of shaken by that and is tired of his cronies not doing anything, uses the action "Get them, you fools!" as an action. The ninja boss may have up to 2 other ninja have not acted this round to immediately move 1 range band and take an action with skilled assistance. So those 2 move forward, and they will go ahead and take a sling action against you. Let's see. It's still TN3 to hit you, but I think that they are going to hit with that roll. So I have a success with opportunity, an exploding success with strife, and another exploding success with strife.
I hope they feel good about themselves.
They, you know what? They really don't, but they were browbeaten into it. They're like, oh, why are we? Do we have to kill the divine messenger, or at least attack it? 4. Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
2 more exploding dice there. All right, at least it ends. So they get 6 success, 2 opportunities, and 3 strife for that roll. 6 fatigue and a 3 deadliness crit.
Not good.
Yeah. So that's again a fitness test.
Yep. And okay, cool. That is a fitness test. Okay. Black. Damn, I should invest in some fitness.
Hey, you know what though? Since you're on fire right now, it's still pretty good to wind up with another at least getting it to 2 or less, which is all you need to not take a crit. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I'm gonna keep the.
You just need to keep 1 of them, and if you want, you keep the exploding success, and then see if it gets you something extra afterwards.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the exploding success
and the opportunity. The opportunity can take away the strife.
Yeah. Well, I can keep all 3 actually because my keep is 3.
That's true.
And so yeah, I'll keep all 3 of those. So I'll keep the explosive success, the success, and the opportunity. And unfortunately, it comes with 2 strife. So, and I will add that black from the explosion. Hopefully, it comes up with something, and that's another opportunity. So yeah, I will keep all that. It would be 4 successes technically with the strife, and I will cancel out the 2 strife with the 2 opportunity I have.
Okay. So that was that one, and they gained how much? They gained 3 strife off of that.
And how much fatigue do I take?
You took a total of 6, so you were at 15 of 10.
Yeah, I need some.
You'll need some help. Yep.
Because next time, anything that hits me will count as actual crits, even if they don't have opportunities, right?
Forgot to mention that the ninja boss, because that was still an action to tell them to get them, you fools, takes 3 damage and 3 strife, and he becomes incapacitated.
Yeah, and he's still on fire.
He is still on fire if he takes action. So that is rough. Even if he takes calming breath, that still lights him on fire. It's awful. So yeah, Yui, you're up.
All right. So in response to hearing these sad fox noises and seeing the ninja boss on fire, sort of, I guess, not moving as dangerously as he was before, or even just the fox noises alone, time to go back up my friend. So I would like to attempt to get as close to Bisho as I can.
Sure thing. So you're going to need to take a fitness test.
All right. Doing a maneuver.
Yeah, do a maneuver action. TN of 2.
Luckily,
Can I shout, take a lantern, Yui, son? That's less than 5 words.
Is there a lantern within reach?
Within reach, not so much.
I'd have to switch to water to do that.
The only lanterns I have are the one in front of me.
Is there a
Yes.
lantern? Oh.
No, the ninja box. Yeah.
Well, you do come with your own flaming fists. So,
That's true.
I mean,
You know what? I don't.
works. But
You
she
might
didn't
you
know that.
yell this, but it's too
Jen
late.
doesn't know that.
She's already
Yeah.
gone. So all right, let's roll. Got. Yeah, it took a while for it to stop rolling. Oh wow, that's not super amazing, but I need to keep 2.
What stance are you in? Are you in water? Are you in fire? What?
I'm in fire
All right.
because
So
I did not, in fact, switch to water.
that's
There's
all right.
time.
Yeah, no time. So here we go. Distinctions. What do you have? You have Scrappy for street fighting and brawling. Yeah, not so much for running.
I don't think it'll help me get there faster,
No,
but
not
if it's just
faster,
TN2,
but
I
it is
can
just
keep 2 of them.
TN2. Yep.
So I'll
that
just
is
take a strafe.
Yep, and that gets you a bonus success, which 2 bonus successes, which should get you a little bit further. Let me go ahead and pull up maneuver. Let's see here. Skirmishes, maneuver action. Effects. Move 1 range band. If you choose to make the fitness test and you succeed, you may instead move 2 range bands plus 1 additional range band per 2 bonus successes.
Okay, then I will keep all 3 of the dice that actually have faces on them. So I'll have 3 success and 2 strife, and get me as close to B-show as I can. That is a total of 5 successes with 4 or with
Yeah.
3 bonus. Oh, it's 1. It's not enough.
Yeah.
So
you're going to move 3. You can move 4 range bands, which will get you to B-show no problem.
fantastic.
So you haul ass, and that is your action with fire.
Yep, I will just be here. That's as
All
good as
right.
this gets for now.
Yeah, no, that's still good. All right, that's Yui. The maids have surrendered, so it moves to Ricci.
Okay. I'll call over to Ryuji saying, they have surrendered. Keep guard over them. And I will move as far as I can over to Asawa Gon to address his wounds and making sure everything is good there before I start heading outside to assist my friends.
Okay. If you do that in water, I will allow you to move the 2 over and then take a look at them.
Yep, I'll switch over to water and then do that.
All right. So go ahead and make me a TN2 medicine check.
Alrighty. Water is still 3, medicine is still 2.
Okay.
TN2. Okay. I will take
Well, you get success with opportunity, so that's good. That's one of them.
So yeah, I will take the success with an opportunity and the success with strife, and I'll use the opportunity to cancel the strife because I am currently at 11. And
You're in water stance now. You can drop 2 strife off.
I can drop it to 2.
existing.
So
There
you know
go.
what? I'll take the net 2 loss or the net 1 loss. Sorry.
There you go. All right. So you go ahead and go from 11 to 10, and you have a opportunity to spend as you wish. Looking him over, the bleeding has stopped, but it doesn't look good. The wound looks like it might be infected. It's red and raw. I mean, it's still fresh, but you're worried that he might be suffering an infection with all the ash and dust and dirt in the air and stuff that's been flying around and the jostling of him. It's looking really, really red and raw and possibly infected at this point.
Okay.
So that moves us to Bisho. Bisho, you are incapacitated at the moment. You cannot take actions that require a check.
Yeah. So I can go into water first,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to move a bit further.
There you go. All right.
So yeah, I'm going to move behind Cooney.
All right.
Definitely. And I know that calming breath doesn't need a check.
Does not need a check, no. So you can go ahead and reduce your strife and your fatigue by 1 if they are over half. Your fatigue is definitely over more than half, so you go from 15 to 14.
And I believe that I get 1 more action that doesn't require a
check.
Mm-hmm. So logic says I could do another calming breath.
Logic would say that, except that water specifically says it has to be of a different action type, so you cannot do 2 calming breaths in a turn. I know everyone wants to, but you cannot take 2 support actions.
I so want to, but
Yep,
okay. what other things can I do?
Let's see. While incapacitated, can't guard, can't. You could wait, but again, if you would auto fail anything that you readied. You can prepare an item if you have something that could help you with help you or the Kuni out, or you can assist. That's an attack, support, and scheme. Calming breath is a support action, so you can't assist in calming breath. Unfortunately, the same turn.
Darn.
You can do potentially an unrolled action if there was a light there. You could light it, probably.
Yeah,
also maneuver.
Or maneuver.
If you moved into the gazebo, there are lanterns in the gazebo that you could try to interact with.
Sure. I
So
will.
instead of moving directly away from the Kuni, you just move laterally into the gazebo and start looking for a lantern, which you find pretty easily. There's a whole stash of them in the corner.
And okay, cool. So if I did take the maneuver action, what would have happened?
So the maneuver action, that's true. You could do that. So you don't have to take the prepare action, but you can maneuver, which is a movement action. So you would get to move one additional range band. So if you wanted to move another range band, you could do that as well.
I think I might be a little bit safer in the gazebo.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a low corner wall there. So yeah, you're a little safe back there.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of action us shape-shifting would do, but I don't think I can do that with the calming breath. So, yeah.
Possibly not. You'd have to look and see if it's a support action. Yeah, you can't do that in the same turn you calming breath.
Let me double-check that right now. It's a scheme and support, so no.
So, yeah, unfortunately not. It's always important to notice those actions that are two types, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So I will be in the gazebo and I will start trying to make light in my fox form.
Yeah, right. You've gotten the lanterns together. Next turn you can shape change and then do something with the lanterns. All right, Doji Gen, your action. There is still a man of flame out there, and the Kuni is somewhere out in the darkness with the rather large fox form of Bisho.
All right, which I cannot see because he's low, and I'm refused to see these strange supernatural things anyway.
Right.
All right. I am going to shoot the flaming guy.
Sounds
see
good.
If that works again. I will do this from fire stance.
Fire stance. All right. TN is 3.
Nope. I miss.
You miss. All right. Oh, yeah.
I do opportunities, so let me see what I can do with the opportunities. Hold on just a second. Okay. I am going to use my action to cause... All right, I'm going to use one opportunity. I got 2 opportunities. I'm going to use one opportunity to target one character in the scene, one of the ninja.
Okay.
To make the TN of the next check they make before the start of my next turn, if it does not include me as a target. So it will distract one of them, make it harder for them to hit.
Got it.
And then I will use the other opportunity on the person I was trying to hit to inflame another character's scene with my presence and cause them to receive 2 strife.
Got it. All right. Yeah, that is not so great for Mr. Ninja over here.
Eventually they'll strife out, maybe.
Yeah, well, he's also incapacitated, so yeah, but eventually they will also strife out. All right. So that brings us back to the top. All right, this ninja has to try and put the fire out. All right, burning condition says just a TN2 fitness test. All right, that's a way better. Nothing about being in air making it more difficult. So, I'm sorry, he is incapacitated. He can't.
Oh,
he can't literally make the roll to put himself out. Oh, god damn. Someone else will have to try and put him out. It's very, but at least he's not taking actions to cause him to gain more damage. All right, so he can't do anything until someone else helps try to put him out. And you've made the other people, if they don't target you, if things are going to be harder. Is it just attack actions are harder?
It's any action, any check they make.
Got it. Any check they make. All right. They get the three successes they need, so that's something. But it's gonna stress them out even more. And all right, so they'll at least negate the strife off of that. They do put the ninja boss out, but that's their turns. Things are not looking so great for them. Yui, you're up.
Okay. So Yui will yell at them and say, "You dare hurt Inari's messenger?" And try to just take a really, hoping for some opportunity on this next roll, try to take a really flashy, draw attention to me stance and also guard myself.
Okay. So that sounds like a fire guard action. So that's a fire tactics check. TN of 1.
I will keep all three of these dice here with the explosive strife, the opportunity, and the opportunity strife.
Okay. Every 2 bonus successes get you extra. So you hit if you get to 3 successes, that'll raise your TN by 2.
Well, I have 2 bonus successes already. That's 2 more bonus successes if I keep that.
That's true. Right now you're at 6, so every odd number. It's every odd number that gets you an extra.
I think I will not keep the extra because I don't need that much strife in my life.
That is true.
But what I will do is I will use the opportunity that's with the strife to negate that, so it can just count as a bonus success, and then the plain opportunity to really make this as flashy and like bring attention to me and away from B-Show as possible.
That sounds great. Yeah, no, you are definitely drawing aggro away from the crowd. You only gain 1 strife for that, and you increase your TN by 2. Looks good. All right. Next would be the Maids. Again, they are surrendered. Ryuji's holding them now at the Jite point and has collected their knives. It now goes to Richi.
Opening up the medicine kit, I start pulling out various herbal, like, poultices and various disinfectants, and just start going to work on this knife wound as much as I can.
That's perfect. Yeah, you start cleaning it as much as possible. Sueno kind of sees what you're doing, and she goes and grabs some of the hot water from the hearth and provides you with some backup there and some old tea leaves if you need it, whatever you need. She's definitely kind of running and helping you fill your hands as you are working over Gan here. I think this hot water should help, and the tea leaves should at least help the swelling, I think.
Thank you, Suano. That will certainly help out as much as it will. If you could, just keep the water coming. I'm going to need to wash this out very deeply.
Of course. Whatever you say, Akoto-sama.
All right. And now we'll try to do some healing.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a possibly infected wound, or at least you've determined that it's infected. It's not festering anything just yet. So you're getting to it a bit early. So I'm going to say that this is an earth medicine TN3 to treat an infected wound. Okay.
I will go ahead and spend the void point I got earlier to give me an extra black die to keep. Because I really don't want him to die on my watch.
Yeah, no, that would be bad.
That's 2 skill dice and 4 ring dice.
That's a pretty good dice pool. Let's take a look, see what we got here. Oh, yeah, that actually rolled up real well.
This is going to be interesting. You said it was TN3, so I will take the 2 exploding successes and the 1 regular success.
Okay, and probably the regular opportunity?
And the regular opportunity, yes. And that will give me an additional success and a strife, which I don't care for. And a blank.
So go ahead, and if you drop all that gives you 3 success, 1 opportunity, and 1 strife.
All right. You know what? This is going to be a little strange because I like doing little strange things. But I think the act of seeing Richi working over Gon as Ryuji looks over, seeing that his father-in-law is being taken care of in this regard, that it won't fall back on him, kind of puts him a little bit more at ease, and I'll reduce strife a little bit more so on Ryuji.
Got it. So he drops from 6 to 4. Not bad. I like it. All right. So that is Richi's action. That now moves us to Bisho.
Okay. So I'm still in water stance, and I think I am preparing lanterns and taking a calming breath. I think that's my whole turn there.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and do that. So calming breath drops you another fatigue, and you get a lantern together. Although lighting one is probably going to be very difficult in fox form, but
I'm probably practiced at it for one reason or another.
Yeah, one reason or another. You're still, still know how to strike a. I mean, I guess. How do the Rakugani do this? Would it be? Do they have matches? I would imagine so.
Like a strike stick or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if there's not a striker, he's a Shiginja. This is such a teeny tiny request.
That is such a teeny tiny request that yes, I like that idea that there's still some of the Foxfire spirits around you, and that it's not even much to importune the Fire Kami to want to make light. It is a negligible act, I think, at this point. You're absolutely right, again. That works out real well.
They were probably just bored and still hanging around. They're like, "What are you doing, dude? Oh, you want us to light stuff on fire? Okay.
Oh, you want to do a lantern? Hell, we love lanterns, man. These are great.
Yeah, I mean, the whole place was on fire not that long ago.
Right? Yeah, the fire kami are probably really, really active at this point. So yeah, no, that seems negligible. So yes, a light begins to emit from the gazebo, giving range out to 3 of Bisho of light. So that's quite a bit. Pretty much as far as you can throw a stone is now bathed in weak light around the gazebo. All right, so that is your actions, and now we go to Gen.
All right, sounds good. I am going to move a little bit and try to make another shot. Okay, I will do this in water stance, since these are obviously very hard to hit kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll give this another shot. I got 3 successes, 1 exploding, 2 strife. Ooh, that's a lot of strife. That's 4 successes with 3 strife.
All right, 4 success is enough.
And that takes me to just compromised. Did I have to move so much that I used my water action?
Nope.
Or not?
Nope, that's your free move. That was your free movement.
Free movement? All right, then I would like to take a calming breath with my other water action too.
That totally works. Again, so you wound up with how many successes?
4.
4. All right, so 4 success is a hit. And were you hitting the ninja boss again, or somebody else? The ninja boss is
not the incapacitated one on the floor. Somebody else who the light has revealed.
And that incapacitates that one.
Okay.
All right, yeah, that one takes the shot and goes down with a bit of a cry. Now that there's light over here, it is not looking so great for them. All right, so that is Gen's action. All right, so that ends that round. Give me just a moment, as something is about to happen here.
Oh no, we were on a timer.
There was a bit of a timer.
I can only take them down so fast.
Right? All right, so they are not necessarily on the board there just yet, but you all hear the sound of hoofbeats.
Oh no.
The ninja boss is now no longer on fire, and he's going to take a calming breath. That is much better. He is no longer incapacitated. All right. That's his action, and the other ninjas all now start to move forward as he kind of gives a bit of a yell. It's like, what do you want to do? They're coming now. So Kuniyui, you are going to get pelted by a few hailstones or sling bullets here. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. So your TN to hit right now is 4, I believe. Yes. So you take 3 fatigue as a bit of as a sling comes whizzing past you on the
Okay.
left and the right.
That
What is
will
your
be-
armor?
My armor, my physical armor is 1, so that's going to be 2 fatigue.
2
but
fatigue. Yep.
as the enhancement of effect of body as an anvil is still active,
Oh, very nice.
when you defend against damage from an attack action, the character who attacks you suffers supernatural damage equal to your firing in the dazed condition, which would be 4 supernatural.
Good to know. This one is dazed and took some damage. And your firing again is 4?
Correct.
That is rough. Body and anvil, so good. All right, well, here comes the other one trying to attack you before they realize that this was a futile arrangement. And that one's just going to miss. And they raise their TN to hit them by 2 for ranged attacks. I'm going to denote that real quick here. Now, it's only if they hit you or any attack that is made against you, or is it only successful attacks?
It's only when I defend against it, so it's...
Got it. So this one just misses and goes nowhere, yeah. All right. That's them. And the other group will now go. 2 of them are going to assist the other. And they are also going to miss and decide to add +2 range. All right. That's the ninja. Goes to Kuniyui.
Okay. So we have Bisho incapacitated, still in fox form in the gazebo.
That is correct.
And Hoofbeats.
Hoofbeats are coming. Yeah, you could make a survival check to try and figure out what's going on with the horse beats, but
that would be a whole action.
Coming. It would be a whole action, which is probably not something you want to do right now.
No, probably not. Are they able to shoot at Bisho from where they are?
They could, but it's very, very difficult. He's got some cover and, excuse me, there's cover back there. Plus, you're kind of aggroing everything right now, so they are mostly concerned about the Kuni in front of them than versus the fox in the gazebo.
So what I'd like to do is use my free movement to start to move back towards Gen, but I will do the guard action again and just keep hopefully trying to incite them to pay attention to me.
You got it. Go ahead and do the guard action one more time.
Oh, wow. Very good at rolling strifey dice, apparently. Let's see. So...
I mean, that's what fire demands, right?
It does demand this of me. I think I will keep a success, the opportunity and strife, and one of the explosive, and roll from there.
So if you would like to keep 3 strife, that'll be 3 success with 3 bonus success, so 6 successes and an opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to keep that extra strife, though. I will just keep the 3 I originally said, so it will be a total of 2 successes and 1 success, 3 bonus successes because 2 strife. But I will use the opportunity to negate the strife, and hopefully they're still aggroed on me, so I don't have to make it flashy again. We shall see.
We shall see. Well, yeah, that raises your TN by 2, so that's pretty good also. All right. So that is Kuniyui. Ryuji is still holding the maids captive there. Richie, is your action.
Do I feel confident that Gon has been taken care of, that the infection will at least be stymied for the moment?
Yes, you think that you've very thoroughly cleaned the wound as well as you can, applied a poultice and some of the fresh spent tea leaves, and hopefully that'll reduce the swelling and the infection. But you think you've done all that you can now. You're happy that you've been able to nip it in the bud earlier than waiting hours and hours and seeing what happens.
Okay. With that, then I will kind of stand back up, pick the katana back up, and go right in front of the doorway where I hear the clopping of hooves that are approaching, and just stand there on guard in case something tries to make their way into the household. I can't really see the shinobi from this angle, and everyone's out fighting, so someone's got to stay in and make sure the household is secure.
Yeah, you can make out a couple of them because of the lantern light, but it's still pretty difficult from that as far away as you are. All right, so that brings us to Bisho.
Okay. Let's see. Gosh. Still, and when I'm compromised, that also takes. I can't do anything that takes dice, right?
Yeah, anything that takes dice auto fails. Or I should.
Okay.
If you're compromised, you can. As long as you're not incapacitated, you can.
That's true.
Do it, but you can't keep any dice with strife if you're.
But in this case, you are not compromised. You are incapacitated.
Yeah, I used the wrong phrase, but oh gosh, this does suck. I'm gonna change my silhouette first.
Okay.
So instead of 2, I become 1, and I can't take a calming breath because that's support action. But I can start moving.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a smaller form now. So I'm gonna go and move like more toward the house and behind the gazebo still. So I still have cover.
Yeah, that works, yeah. So take 2 actions to run around to the back of the house there. And that is where you are at. All right. Again, your action.
All right. I see some more ninjas, and I try to shoot some more ninjas.
All right, go for it.
One more ninja.
Yep. There is the boss is now no longer incapacitated. He is up and moving about with his full wits again. There's one that has a +2 versus range attacks, and one that does not.
Well, let's try and do the boss again.
Okay.
He offends me.
He's an offensive figure, yeah. So his TN is 3 still.
All right. Well, I rolled and got 3.
Nicely done. That is just what you need. That sets him to 14 and incapacitates him again, but at least he's not on fire. All right, so he is down for now. All right, so that is Gen's action. And yes, Arichi, you notice that 2 riders start to come up the path, galloping up at a high speed, and they are wearing the colors of Suzume Samurai.
Excellent. I will point down towards the forest and say, "Shinobi in the forest."
I'm going to make a roll here. Gen, what is your vigilance?
My vigilance is 3.
Is 3. Okay. Oh, no. All right. So Sheiji tries to reach for your tanto on the back of your kimono there and try to draw it away from you. But no, he's been beaten up pretty badly. It's a really sloppy attempt to try and grab a knife off of you. Yeah, he's like, ride them all down. It's about time you got here. He yells at the Suzume as they ride up, as he fumbles around Gan trying to get her knife. The first Suzume Samurai charges Seiji, while the other one charges the Shinobi. And they turn and wheel their horses and go. So let's see, the first one here, 5 successes plus 3 auto successes for riding the horse for adding its water as automatic successes gives 8 success. So that's going to be 2, and then it's every 3 or every 2 after. So at every even, so 4, 6, 8. So 3 plus 2, 5. Yeah, it gets to move 6 range bands effectively. And this one charges into this group at the bamboo. And he will make his attack next turn if they doesn't already get those guys. All right, and then this one just comes up and slashes at Seiji. Oh, and misses. Yeah, let's see. What is he going to do with those opportunities? Oh, provide assistance. There we go. He'll give the skilled assistance to his other rider as they go to command those guys. All right. The ninjas see the riders come down on them, and they break. They start booking that for it off the through the bamboo grove, and they just start running. Except for the boss, who is still enraged, who is also incapacitated and is now yelling something about being betrayed. And it now goes to Yui.
Okay, so Yui is somewhat relieved seeing that these Suzume Samurai are on our side, at least for this. So she will actually just go back.
Yeah,
to...
the one that was next to Gen. This is like, brigand. Do not say you know us. And goes and tries to slash his throat out, but missed. But go ahead.
So she'll just try to go back towards Ricci and Gen.
All right, you head back that way, and that brings us down to Ricci.
Ricci will step forward up to beside Doji Gen and hold his hand out and say, "Stay your hand, Suzume-san. This man is now our prisoner again. Allow us to take custody of him, and we will deal with him as need be."
He kind of grunts at you in a kind of a bit of assertion to your claim, and he wheels his horse and goes to move to run down the other ninja that his companion is chasing now through the bamboo. All right, that brings us to Bisho.
Okay. Bisho is going to go to the back of the house and see if he can't find a way in.
All right, so you head to the back and you see that one of the maids had pushed out or kicked out the window and was trying to make her way out that way. So there is a open window back there where Ryuji is holding the two maids captive, or you can go a little further and try to get in through the other room.
Am I able to slip in?
Unannounced or just in general? Because you can definitely make this jump, I think.
Just in general.
Yeah, because you're still holding a lantern and whatnot. You're definitely not going to be stealthy about it. But yeah, no, I think you'd have to. Yeah, I don't necessarily think you need to make a fitness test for this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slip in.
Okay, and we will get to that. Oh no, you're on water stance. Yeah, you can make the maneuver check that way. Yeah.
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 So
All
I'm
right.
just in the room with the maids, you know, chilling like a fox.
With holding a lantern, a lit lantern, and they kind of freak out a bit at that. And Ryuji is looking at really kind of quizzically at this whole thing, but it's not the oddest thing that he's seen to date. So he does not sure what to make of the whole situation. All he
Would
knows
he
is
have
that
the lantern, or would he have left it so I could have used it to shoot?
that is true. What did you want to do with the lantern, Bisho?
I think I would have actually left the lantern back in the pagoda.
So yeah,
pagoda.
But in the gazebo there, yeah.
Gazebo, that's the word, yeah.
All right, so there's still light shining out that way. And Ryuji at this point is looking at the fox quizzically and like, shoo, get out of my house. God, he's like, curse these women for taking out the window. It'd be a pain in the ass to fix.
I need your baby.
Go. And at that he just kind of blinks. And Sueno and him just kind of share a look of, did you hear that? All right, and we'll go on to Gen.
All right, if there's enough light, I'll still feel free to shoot somebody else.
Yeah, you can still see the ninja boss. The other ninja have gotten. Well, what's the range of the bow? The bow goes out to range 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, you can still shoot the others. You will have a harder penalty to hit the other shinobi that are running, but the ninja boss who's incapacitated, he can't really run that far.
All right, I'll keep him further incapacitated then if I can't hit.
Oh yeah, well no, you'll crit him here at this point, yeah.
Okay, I'll keep him down. I can't kill him off of the bow shot, so
not without a couple of bow shots, yeah. So,
yeah, all right,
yeah,
that's fine.
This will be at TN3.
Okay, so I do hit my TN3 for 5. For the damage of my weapon.
Okay.
Which is, as I said, 5. I then, with my second action for water, one more calming breath.
Take that calming breath. All right. So he cannot defend against damage. Okay. So they just suffer a critical strength. So what's the deadliness of a bow of your arrow?
Its deadliness is 3.
3 deadliness. All right. So he is able to bring that down to 0. Close call. It now damages his armor. His armor is no longer giving him any protection, and that's his crit there. Okay. that moves us to the end of the initiative, and the others go. The other rider goes ahead and makes his maneuver check. Oh man, yeah, he's not going far, but he did make it, so he's going to go 3 range bands plus his 1, so he goes 4. He gets to there, and this guy comes over and he tries to run down and fire. All right. Well, he gets the hit, which crits, and in fire he uses the opportunity to make his deadliness go up by 1, so it's now deadliness 6. And he has to roll to survive that crit. When does one become unconscious again? I'm forgetting that one off the top of my head.
If they take a hit while they're incapacitated.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. So he took a hit while he was incapacitated from Doji Gen, which means that this one is now at plus 10 severity.
Well, he was unconscious at that point too, I guess. So even if it made a fitness roll, he did take a crit. So
yeah. So he's unconscious now. So this crit is going to be 6 plus 10, 16, minus 3, a 13. I think is going to leave him dying rather quickly. A 13 is an agonizing death. So yes, the ninja boss will die in 3 rounds. And the riders continue to go on after the other ninja that are scurrying through the bamboo trying to go to ground at this point. All right. Effectively, this encounter is concluded. Unless anyone has anything that they would like to do in structured time, I think it's time to move it back to the narrative side of things.
I think everyone can kind of see what I'm going to try to do next. So...
But I don't think we necessarily need to be in structured time for this. So let's go ahead and move it back to the narrative side of things. We're going to call that the end of a scene, which is important for everybody. If your composure or your strife if your strife or endurance, fatigue or over half your endurance or composure, do the thing, drop to half.
Yay.
Yeah, no, now Bisho is able to do things yet again.
Whew. Yes, that feels much better.
Yeah.
Gen and Ricci aren't still exhausted, right?
Gen and Ricci are...
That doesn't feel nearly as good anymore. Thanks.
Yeah. Were you
I don't
still
know how much
exhausted?
sleep they got.
If you were still exhausted, you drop after scenes. So they did not get enough sleep before the fire. So yeah, they can't drop by half for the between the scenes things, which is too bad. They need to get a good 6 hours sleep. Everyone else can do that though. So no, unfortunately, Ricci, you're still pretty strifed out.
Back to 10 I go.
Back to 10. All right. So yeah, that's the end of that conflict scene, and now we are in a scene with Bisho in a fox form speaking to Ryuji and Sueno about, and I guess the maids about, I need that baby. So Bisho, why don't you go and take it?
So first, Bisho goes back to a silhouette 2 fox. So he is huge again. And so they can see all the fine features and the red markings on the face. And Bisho says, Ryuji, give me Mariko now.
And like the 2 maids actually run out of the room, and Ryuji is just too shocked to do anything about it. I mean, they're not running out of the house, just out of that room now that you've become this giant human-sized fox with 4 tails with the messenger, or the marks of a holy messenger. Who are you? What do you want with Mariko? What does Inari want with Mariko? Bisho warned me of this.
I'm a friend, and you can't trust anyone right now. History is repeating.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't know what the gods want with my daughter, but I'm not giving her up for anyone or anything. And he just kind of holds her tighter, and at this point, you're going to need to go ahead and make me a courtesy or command roll to get him to listen to you. I'm not sure. It's sounding more like courtesy you're using, but up to you if you want to use courtesy or command, I think.
I am being nice right now, so I will use courtesy.
All right. And which approach?
I think I'm still using fire because I am kind of like using the, hey, I'm a big scary fox messenger thing. Listen.
Works for me. Let's do it.
And let's see. I just have to remind myself what my courtesy is. It is. Oh, I got 2.
And I will give you a void point to do it blind.
I will take that void point.
All right.
And I better make sure I'm using the right commands. Yay. So I'm rolling 2 white, 4 black. Here we go. Wow dice. So I got a blank, a success, an explosion with strife, a blank, a success with strife, and a blank. So I am going to keep the 2.
Well, hold on here. Let's take a look at anything that we might be able to take to our advantage here.
Ooh, dangerous allure this time. Actually,
I think dangerous allure is not necessarily a bad thing at this point. I think that would actually work in here as an advantage. So why don't you go ahead and re-roll 2 dice?
I'm going to re-roll the 2 white dice
because you are definitely using your appearance to make note that you are a holy messenger.
Yep. So after re-rolling, I got an opportunity. Cool. I don't think my other thing will do anything, but I already used one. So yeah. I will keep that opportunity. I will keep the explosive with strife and the success.
Okay.
And then definitely going to, and I think that's 5. That's 5. I am definitely going to add another black, which gives me a blank.
Oh my goodness. So many blank dice.
So was TN2 good enough?
It was not. Unfortunately, you have a shortfall of 1.
Well, that means the strife don't
kick in here for bonus successes. Yeah. But you do have an opportunity to spend if you like.
I'm gonna give Ryuji strife because he is denying a messenger of the kami.
There is that. All right. Third and there. All right. So yeah, Ryuji and Sueno are dumbfounded by this. I mean, they can't deny it. They've watched you shape change and you have all the markings and the regal bearing of it all, but he is just kind of had somehow his heart hardened to such appeals in this situation after the whole bit of Inari knows your daughter's name situation. I think he's still holding out against all that. In the meantime, let's go out to the front of the house with Gen, Richi, Yui, and Seiji and see what they're up to after this encounter.
So Seiji's still on the ground. Is he still trying to go for someone's blade again?
Not this point. You're out there with your katana fully taken out. Gen has backed away from him. She's got a bow as well as a sword on her hip if the need be. And Yui is there looking scary and ready to throat punch again, I think, any moment if he mouths off. So at this point, he's pretty well feeling defeated and kind of browbeaten, literally and figuratively.
Okay. At which point, I'll walk on over to Yui and be like, you had a bit of a fun time out here, didn't you?
Something like that.
Well, let's go ahead and get these bruises taken care of. I have a feeling that tonight might still be a long night for us.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and use just a quick little bit of medicine to heal up some of that fatigue.
All right, sounds good. What is the TN for that medicine check? Let's take a look.
So a TN for just the first aid action, it's a TN2 medicine check on water specifically.
There we go. All right.
So I will go ahead and make that. Go figure. I get to use my actual class ability here. Yep. So I will keep the 3 dice that actually show anything. So that's 2 successes, 1 strife, and 1 opportunity. I'll use the opportunity just to reduce the strife by 2, so I have a net loss of 1 on this one. Bringing me down to 9 strife. And then I have my heal 2, so I will remove fatigue equal to 1 plus my bonus successes. I didn't get any bonus successes, but because I am a Kitsu medic, I will heal an additional amount of fatigue equal to my school rank, which is 2. So Yui, please heal 3 fatigue off of your character.
Not bad. Way better than just the 1.
Healed me. Oh,
I healed you,
I
right?
appreciate it so much. So we will allow you to she'll be a little bit grumpy about it as she sees that we haven't quite tied up and the naughty people who need to have a stern talking to.
The naughty people have been corralled into one of the side rooms that Ryuji has as a game room for he and Kaguya. And yes, the three maids and Seiji are back there, kind of hemmed in by Ryuji, Gen, and Sueno. Meanwhile,
Yeah, they're taken care of. I'm making sure that you're fine in case something else happens.
so that's I'll say that's the two of your actions. Gen, what about it yourself?
Well, once this outside seems taken care of, I will set my bow against the door frame there and walk into the house. And I hear talking coming from the back room.
You do, and Sueno kind of leans in and whispers to you. We have a Kitsune messenger. I believe it's a messenger of the gods.
Gen's fist balls up. She is very, very close to, on the edge of outburst anyway. She's almost compromised. And she goes to the room and looks and sees the situation and just... I'm not sure how best to do this, as this isn't one that causes strife.
Yeah, no. So this is you have an adversity that would key in here, but it is not an anxiety per se. Although I'd be willing to offer you a void point to kind of treat it as an adversity at this point.
Okay, my void is all full anyway, but let's just say I take a strife just because.
There you go. At least just one because of the situation. Yeah, that it
just
is.
Just because of the situation.
Yeah.
And she sees this, and she's exhausted, and says, "What are you doing here? Haven't the fortunes toyed with us enough? Get out and leave this child alone."
So Bisho, yeah, have the pair of them kind of taking quite an offense to your presence.
Yeah, I know. This is fun.
I would say if a fox could smirk, but a fox can most definitely smirk.
Yes, a fox does smirk. And a fox speaks too. Doji-san, fortunes have always been in this. I'm not leaving without the baby.
Then you can go through me. The fortunes have taken enough lives, haven't they?
No.
And she steps forward.
All right, steps forward with bow in hand, or are you going for your sword?
Bow is set by the door.
Okay.
And is lying palm up.
Oh, all right. Showing you a bit of the Kakita method at this point. All right. Ryuji takes a step back and kind of gives you the opening to the doorway there as they cling to Mariko. We will not give up this child. We will not give in to the fortunes. This night has been too cruel enough. This week has been cruel enough. I will not give her up. Not without.
I think this counts as a challenge to a duel.
Okay.
It's an outburst type.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you are going to unmask and issue a challenge. Why don't you go ahead and make the challenge action?
Okay. Can I point out something?
Yes.
I don't have a die show. I'm just a fox.
That's true. You are just a fox. She is having an emotional moment though, so it may seem ridiculous, but I think due to the emotional circumstance of it, I will allow the action to take place.
Okay.
So, what is a challenge action?
All right. So if you go to skirmishes, the challenge action is listed there, and it is a TN1 command check as a scheme action.
Okay.
You have to stake 5 honor and 5 glory,
mm-hmm.
and then you can make the check.
Okay, I will stake 5 honor and glory. I will do the TN1, and I believe that this is my next social roll.
It is?
From that water hold, so I have keep an extra ring dice for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
It's kind of a waste of it, I suppose, but at least I'll look good challenging, maybe.
You will. Quite dashing. And then what ring, what approach are you using? Bonus successes do get you if they refuse the duel, they will lose more glory based on your bonus successes.
I think probably air.
All right, there you go. Air it is. All right, so she is trying to trick or coerce you, as it were, with a feint of this challenge. All right, so go ahead and do an air command check, TN1.
Okay, I already rolled it, so
that's totally fine.
Because it was going to be air or water anyway, so
there you go.
I'm not going to worry about keeping the bonus successes. I will keep the explosive success and the opportunity with strife.
Okay.
All right. I have another explosive success.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and explode it.
I'm just going to call it a trivial breach, just because you're issuing challenge to someone without a thing. So that'll be losing 2 honor instead to continue on. All right,
I could do that.
All right, so there you go. You sacrifice 2 honor to issue this challenge to a divine creature who doesn't have a Yojimbo or a weapon on them, but who knows? They may either accept or deny or name a second after the challenge is given. But all right, so and we'll pick up from there. So the challenge has been issued. Then going back to Paul. For B-Show, if we go to skirmishes and I go back to this thing. So if you accept, you also stake 10 honor and 5 glory, which they forfeit if you take any action to attack or scheme before the duel commences. Or you can decline to lose glory equal to their ranks in command plus bonus successes. And then each of your allies with lower glory than you suffer 2 strife. And then Doji Gen would get a void point for you declining the challenge.
So I would basically give I would give strife to everyone. Okay.
In a way, yeah.
I accept, but I want a champion. I need a champion. One of the fortunes choosing. And I start looking over at Ryuji.
Interesting. Okay. He kind of points to himself with his jite. You wish me to duel on your behalf for the right to take my child? I think not. I think the fortune should find someone else.
The fortunes have blessed you with this child. You have to accept all the consequences that come with it.
Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you make a courtesy check TN3 to see if you can... Actually, I'm going to make it 4. TN4 courtesy check to get him to accept on your behalf.
And I think I'm still in fire.
Interested in doing, yeah. But let's take a look. Also, because you have been the challenge party, you can decide on the stakes of the duel and the method that it will take.
Okay, let's first see if I can convince, because if I can't, I'll probably have to actually talk to the fortunes, and that's going to be a biggie. Okay, here we go. 2 white, 3 black. Ooh.
6 cents will kick in here.
I think I'm more doing it to stir the pot. So I'm not going to take 6 cents.
That one won't work, I don't think, at this point. Yeah.
So I'm at least going to keep. And hopefully I get lucky. And I'm going to add that black with the
Explosive success.
explosive success. Yep. Close but no cigar. I got
Close but
3
no cigar.
successes.
Yeah, you got 3 successes. You have a shortfall of 1. If you keep that other one, you don't need to because it's going to be failure anyways with strife.
But I'm gonna give Ryuji more strife because I'm an ass.
There is that. All right, let me go ahead and add that to him.
Because this is the second time that he's denied me.
Yep. So I'm going to let the question kind of linger in the air as Ryuji's like, no, there's no way I'm going to get involved in this crazy duel to give up my daughter. I mean, there's no way you could get me to actively fight against my own interest. Is anyone going to step forward at this point?
I mean, as far as Gen knows, this strange being has showed up in the house after they've been fighting all night. Is going to steal the baby.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
she's defending the baby, whether she's taking an honor hit for that is this, or just attack him raw.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the rest of the group with a 1, 2, 3, and you hear someone fall down to their knees and bow and place their head to the floorboards of Ryuji's home. And Seiji says, "Messenger of the Fortunes, I will accept on your behalf."
I'm Robert, or Bayushi Shinichi, your host and narrator. Thank you once again for listening. Remember to catch new episodes every Monday, and if you want to catch them early or are looking for more bonus content, please consider becoming a supporting member of the Patreon at patreon.com/courtgames. To reach out to us, email the show at fortuneandstrife@gmail.com.
I'm Tiff, and I played Kuniyui. You can also find us on the web at courtgamespod.com, Facebook and Instagram under Fortune and Strife, and Twitter at L5R FNS.
I am Tyler, and I've been playing Akoto Ricci. You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch as CourtGames.
I'm Paul, and I was playing Shishiro Bisho. If you want to follow my other projects, I am the GM of 2 LGBT+ podcasts, Tales of Swordfall at Swordfall D&D for D&D 5e, and Gates of Orchid and Iris at GOIL5R for L5R 5e.
This was Jeanne, aka Kakita Kaori, and also known as, at least today, Doji Gen. If you like, you can also find me on the CourtGames RPG podcast, at the Winter Garden of the Kakita website, or check out The Table Is Yours for fiction readings of the FFG stories.
This has been Fortune and Strife, a Court Games production in association with the Rokugani Historical Society.